King Charles III delivered his first Christmas speech as monarch on December 25, 2024. This moment was highly anticipated, marking a new chapter in the royal family's history. The world watched, eager to see how he would navigate this significant occasion. Families gathered around their televisions, curious about the tone and content of his message. The setting he chose, however, was a departure from tradition. Historically, the royal Christmas message has been delivered from the opulent surroundings of Buckingham Palace, a symbol of continuity and tradition. Instead of the familiar grandeur of Buckingham Palace, Charles opted for the intimate setting of Fitzrovia Chapel in central London. This choice was symbolic, reflecting his desire to connect more closely with the people. This small chapel, known for its charitable work and diverse congregation, set the stage for a different kind of royal address. The chapel's history of community service and inclusivity resonated with the themes of his speech. It was a message delivered not from a distant palace, but from a place of community and compassion. The setting underscored his commitment to a more personal and relatable monarchy. As the king spoke, his words echoed the spirit of the season. He touched on themes of hope, renewal, and the importance of coming together during challenging times. He emphasized the values of empathy, generosity, and service to others. These values, he noted, are the bedrock of a strong and united community. His demeanor was warm, his tone sincere. He spoke directly to the hearts of the people, aiming to inspire and uplift. He spoke of the challenges facing the world and the importance of unity in overcoming them. From climate change to social inequality, he urged collective action and solidarity. Yet a significant silence hung over his words, an omission that spoke volumes. The absence of certain family members in his speech was palpable. There was no mention of his youngest son, Prince Harry, his wife Meghan, or their two children, Archie and Lilibet. This omission was noted by many, adding a layer of complexity to the otherwise heartfelt message. The king's silence on this matter left room for speculation and reflection. It highlighted the ongoing challenges within the royal family, even as he sought to project a message of unity and hope. As he concluded his speech, King Charles wished everyone a Merry Christmas and a hopeful New Year. His message, though layered with unspoken sentiments, aimed to bring the nation together in a spirit of compassion and understanding. The audience responded with warm applause, reflecting the mixed emotions of the moment. It was a Christmas message that resonated deeply, leaving a lasting impression on all who heard it. The choice of Fitzrovia Chapel as the backdrop for the King's first Christmas address was a bold one. This historic chapel, nestled in the heart of London, is known for its stunning architecture and serene ambience. It stands in stark contrast to the grandiose settings traditionally chosen for such royal addresses. It was a clear departure from the established protocol of previous monarchs, who often opted for more opulent and formal venues. The shift in location was not just a change of scenery, but a statement in itself. This decision, whether deliberate or not, sent a powerful message about the direction Charles may wish to steer the monarchy towards. It suggested a move towards a more modern, approachable and inclusive monarchy, one that resonates with the values and sensibilities of contemporary society. Fitzrovia Chapel is a symbol of inclusivity and community engagement, values that resonate strongly with modern audiences. The chapel has a rich history of serving diverse communities, making it a fitting choice for a message aimed at unity and togetherness. By choosing this location, Charles seemed to be acknowledging the changing world outside the palace walls. He appeared to be in tune with the evolving dynamics of British society, where inclusivity and community are increasingly important. He appeared to be signalling a desire to make the monarchy more relatable and relevant to a wider demographic. This move could be seen as an effort to connect with people from all walks of life, breaking down the barriers that have traditionally separated the royals from the public. The chapel's intimate setting further amplified this message. The cosy and welcoming atmosphere of Fitzrovia Chapel contrasted sharply with the often intimidating grandeur of royal palaces, making the address feel more personal and heartfelt. It stripped away the usual formality and grandeur associated with royal events. This departure from tradition was a refreshing change, suggesting a monarchy that is willing to adapt and evolve with the times. In their place, it offered a sense of warmth and accessibility. The choice of Fitzrovia Chapel made the event feel less like a royal obligation and more like a genuine attempt to reach out to the people. This choice, coupled with the speech itself, painted a picture of a monarch attempting to bridge the gap between tradition and modernity. King Charles seemed to be striving for a balance, honouring the past while embracing the future. However, the conspicuous absence of certain family members cast a shadow over this attempt at modernisation. The absence was noticeable and raised eyebrows, leading to speculation and questions. It raised questions about whether this new chapter of the monarchy would truly embrace all its members, or if some would be left behind. The tension within the royal family was palpable, and it remains to be seen how these dynamics will play out in the future. As King Charles reflects on his role and the future of the monarchy, he faces the challenge of uniting a family and a nation. His choice of Fitzrovia Chapel for his first Christmas address was a step in a new direction, but the journey ahead is fraught with complexities. The public's reaction to this break from tradition has been mixed. While many appreciate the effort to modernise and become more inclusive, others remain sceptical about the monarchy's ability to truly change. The coming years will be crucial in determining whether King Charles can successfully navigate these challenges and lead the monarchy into a new era. As the lights of Fitzrovia Chapel shine brightly in the night, they symbolise hope and the possibility of a more inclusive and connected future. King Charles's bold choice marks the beginning of what could be a transformative period for the British monarchy. While the King's speech touched upon many important themes, it was the unspoken that resonated most powerfully. His words were carefully chosen, each sentence meticulously crafted to convey a message of unity and continuity. Yet, it was what he didn't say that captured the public's attention. The absence of certain names and topics was glaring. It was the unspoken that resonated most powerfully, leaving a void that was palpable to everyone listening. The names of Harry, Meghan, Archie and Lilibet were noticeably absent from his message. This omission was not just a simple oversight, it was a deliberate choice that spoke volumes. This omission was impossible to ignore, especially given the intense public interest in the fractured relationship between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. The public has been keenly aware of the tensions, and the media has not shied away from highlighting every twist and turn in this ongoing saga. Some royal commentators were quick to dismiss the omission as a simple oversight. They argued that the king was simply focusing on the core members of the working royal family, those who are actively involved in royal duties and public engagements. They argued that the king was simply focusing on the core members of the working royal family. However, this explanation rang hollow for many who have been following the royal drama closely. Yet, this explanation rang hollow for many. The public and media alike couldn't help but feel that the omission was intentional, a subtle yet powerful statement about the current state of affairs within the royal household. The absence of any mention of Harry and Meghan, even a passing one, felt deliberate. It was as if their existence had been erased from the royal narrative, a stark contrast to the times when they were front and centre in royal communications. It served as a stark reminder of the deep rift that remains between the Sussexes and the institution they chose to step away from. The silence was deafening, a clear indication that the wounds from their departure were still fresh and far from healed. The silence spoke volumes about the unresolved tensions and hurt feelings that continue to plague the family. It was a poignant reminder that despite the change in monarch, the underlying issues remain unresolved. It suggested that despite the change in monarch, the wounds left by the Sussexes' departure were far from healed. The new reign had not brought the reconciliation that many had hoped for. Charles's decision to omit any mention of his youngest son and his family left many wondering about the true state of their relationship. Was this a sign of continuing animosity, or was it a strategic move to avoid further controversy? Was this silence a sign of continuing animosity? The question lingered in the air, unanswered and unsettling. The public could only speculate about the true nature of the relationship between the king and his estranged son. Or was it a calculated move, a way to avoid further controversy and maintain a semblance of unity during a sensitive time? The king's silence could be seen as a strategic decision, a way to keep the focus on the future rather than the past. In the end, what Charles didn't say may have been more telling than what he did. That's all for today, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the royal world. Until next time, I'm Kelly, and this has been Meghan and Harry Tales. Stay kind, stay curious, and keep rooting for the Sussexes.